The effects of climate change on the environment and society. For more upcoming videos, subscribe our channel. English Essay Online, EEO. Climate change is one of the most pressing issues facing the world today, with far-reaching consequences for the environment and society. The term climate change refers to the long-term trends in temperature and other measures of climate, such as precipitation and wind patterns, that are occurring as a result of human activities, particularly the burning of fossil fuels and deforestation. In this essay, we will explore the effects of climate change on the environment and society, and consider the ways in which these impacts are likely to manifest in the coming years and decades. One of the most significant impacts of climate change is on the natural environment. As the planet warms, many species of plants and animals are struggling to adapt to the changing conditions, and some are at risk of extinction. For example, as temperatures rise and sea levels rise, many species of marine animals are losing their habitats and are being forced to migrate to new areas. On land, many species are struggling to adapt to changing temperatures and precipitation patterns, and some are at risk of being outcompeted by more adaptable species. In addition, climate change is contributing to more frequent and severe natural disasters, such as hurricanes, floods, and wildfires, which can have devastating impacts on the natural environment and on the communities that rely on these ecosystems. Another significant impact of climate change is on human society. As the planet warms and natural disasters become more frequent and severe, many communities are at risk of losing their homes and livelihoods. For example, low-lying areas are at risk of flooding as sea levels rise, and drought-prone areas may experience more frequent and severe droughts as temperatures rise. In addition, climate change is likely to have significant impacts on food security, as crop yields may be affected by changes in temperature and precipitation patterns. The poorer and more vulnerable members of society are likely to be the most severely affected by these impacts, as they often have fewer resources to cope with the impacts of climate change. In addition to the direct impacts of climate change, there are also indirect impacts that are likely to occur as a result of the changing climate. For example, as natural disasters become more frequent and severe, insurance premiums are likely to increase, which could have significant economic impacts on businesses and individuals. In addition, there may be social and political consequences of climate change, as communities and nations struggle to adapt to the changing conditions and as resources become scarce. Overall, the effects of climate change on the environment and society are likely to be far-reaching and severe, with many different impacts that are likely to manifest in the coming years and decades. From the loss of biodiversity and natural disasters to the impacts on human communities and economies, the effects of climate change will be felt by people and ecosystems around the world. It is important for societies to take action now to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and to adapt to the changing climate, in order to mitigate the worst impacts of climate change and to ensure a sustainable and prosperous future for all. For more upcoming videos, subscribe our channel. English Essay Online, EEO. Like, subscribe, comments and share.